Okay, so this is the BA Honours Game Design for Industry Honours project for 2020. My name is John Matthews, I'm the team lead, and I'll be running you through this presentation and bringing on the other team members when they have something to say about their areas of work. So basically, the concept of the game is it's a first-person action adventure game in a horror setting with basically involving the player exploring a 3D level environment, and they have to complete certain objectives in a puzzle-based, using puzzle-based and problem-solving gameplay. All this is set in a modern kind of setting, but it's set in like kind of like 90s, so it's a bit more of a retro, modern setting. And basically the story itself is a bit of a murder mystery, so you walk around the town, you find clues, you work out who the murderer is, and who's been killing all the people in the town, and you kind of you go to different locations and you solve the mystery and you kind of work out what's happened to this town. So, the high concept sentence is to you embark on a suspenseful and gripping and frightening horror investigation drama set within the Cornish coast. And our unique selling points. The gripping and suspenseful narrative full of twists and betrayals. Advanced artificial intelligence that prioritizes hunting and searching for the PC in a realistic manner. Stunning visuals based off the Cornish coast. And our key features are a multi-level game with unique handcrafted locations and environments with a sandbox design for non-linear playflow. These are just some of the key parts of the high concept document, which includes the game genre, which is of course a horror game, with some elements of the murder mystery and investigation genre. The target audience is a survivor, striver, or experiencer striver, and they're adult or young adult males mainly, because it'll be kind of more kind of gory sort of elements of the game. With the environment itself being a seaside coastal village, with a mine, lighthouse, and inn location within that kind of area. The narrative is basically you're a journalist and you're going to go to the seaside town and investigate the disappearances, but we'll probably explain more on that on the script. And here we have the my maps we did originally. So that's the first one there, we did as a team. There's some late ones. And that's the mood board that we all worked on. We kind of brought together ideas for the different pieces of like tech we're going to see in it, character ideas and setting. And Luke, script.
Alright.
So basically I worked on the first draft of the script like 2 weeks ago, and I sort of sent that around the room, got feedback for that script, and then I did a further script, sort of second draft, sort of incorporated some elements I changed some of the dialogue around which people did like, and kept some of the dialogue people did like, and then sort of refocused the script also to be a little bit more slimmed down and less like I cut a lot of dialogue and just made it a bit more gameplay focused, and that was basically the improvement of the script for the second draft. Hopefully we won't need to do a third draft, but we'll see as we keep going, because there might be some changes in cuts depending on what we do in the final level design. Right, so next is concept Rob.
Hello, I'm Warwick, trying to lead concept for this project. These are some early concepts of character designs. These cut designs. These are early designs for the player characterality and one of the killers in the town, the fisherman. Let's go to the next slide.
Yep. And I think next is going to be the more concept.
These are some of the later concepts for Ali. We went for like 90s, early 2000s reporter, field journalist sort of thing.
A bit like a study for an article here. Okay, so this is some concepts I did for, I think it's a teenage character who might be someone you save, but also might be a murderer depending. Basically she's kind of like a punk kind of rocker chick kind of look, but with like a schoolgirl kind of look with me, because that's the direction I was kind of given. Then she's been emo, so she'll probably have like end up with like maybe black hair, but now probably make a little bit more goth or something. And Luke, your first time now. Yeah. Alright, so basically a bit blurry on there, better on the phone, but so basically initially did him for a cut character. He was originally going to be an engineer. I think he might still be in the game, but I think he's just going to be a body. Up here we've got some really rough, images for the innkeeper and what the radio Johnson uses. Then we have here is a four work step flow of the minor character. So I started like a basic gesture line and a sort of the character work out where it is. Then I did a second one which is just over that, and if you click it, The next one was the third one, and the final one with line weighting and ambient occlusion and all that stuff. I got to look up your character.
So these are some of the model sheets that I've worked on for the main character rally. Just like basic trench coat sort of thing, not too flashy, suitable for like the environment and the gameplay she'll be having around her. And this is one, it's unfinished, but it's for the fisherman. By the end of this, he should have like blood stains and bits of seaweed and stuff on as well, just to make it a little bit more creepy.
That's very nice. And okay, Luke, your character more. I think that's the hard one here. Alright, so basically what I did is after doing a lot of concepts for Kenneth and the miner, I'll just snap it to the side. Basically, I did a really rough sort of side and front view for the two model sheets. He's actually really finished, or close to finished, on the Whitcomb, just it's not here yet, but it's a line weighted version, so it looks a bit better. But these are just the rough ones. So my kind of concept workout sheet for one of the guys I'm going to do the other one. Yeah, but this is the more or less, I'm going to get this on the Whitcomb kind of finalizer with like line weighting and such. But that's more or less the kind of design stayed more or less the same. I kind of improved some of the hair, so a bit more flowy, but that's not very important. I just try and improve the dress a bit that bit more. So rough flow mats and Brian. I think some of these are your level mats too, Brian. So
You want these one?
yeah, you can go there.
Okay, my name's Ronan Burton, and my role in the course is animation and currently building design. 3 of these are my rough level maps. So you can see I did one for the mine, 2 for the mine and 1 for the village. I started off with a super complex village, multiple houses, and deliberately went over the top so then we can scale down. Should we believe? Oh, it's not in here.
It's not on there, sorry.
Okay, it's fine. But I did the same process with the mine. I started off with a super complex mine with lots of different tunnels, and then I scaled it down to one that looks more like a mine to play. And obviously not like a Cornish mine, so I had to take a bit of artistic liberty with that because it wouldn't be fun of the game.
Yeah. That's the finalizer on that, which I think Carl will do, yeah.
Right, I'm Carl Tapp, I'm the UE4 lead. Basically for the level design of this, I've set it in a coastal town. Basically included some houses and stuff, but unsure if we're going to have more houses than that. Obviously as a village it could potentially have more buildings and things. Basically got like the phone box and stuff, the hub, main player hub, lighthouse, basically all generic, ready for me to block out the level, which I have been doing, which I will talk about in a minute.
Yeah, you've done that. Here we go, this was some level maps I did for the lighthouse, which we're going to be using for, we had like 3 different layers, so I kind of just did it with keys, because I kind of find it easier to look at a level map with keys. You've got the flare gun, and I actually ended up, but you made up the different layers. This one is the purple is the balcony, red is the interior, with the blue being the wall that separates them, and the boxes of course, and the ladders. And then again you have the flag on here, which is something that the flag pickup I think that they used in I think their encounter with the fishermen. I think that's how they defeat them. And here's what you're more finalised.
So this is the Photoshop version of the rough level map I did. It's almost finished, but as you can see, it's not as complicated as the rough one they did. When it's presented like this, it looks very simple and the player would easily be able to navigate the way around. But when it comes to the gameplay, it's going to be completely dark, and there will be an enemy character which you have to run from, so the player will probably get lost. The objective obviously is to get to the end, they'll beat the boss in that area, then they can fight the last boss in the end of the area.
So this is, I think, Aaron, this is your early models and also some texture work you did, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm Aaron Taylor and I'm a 3D modeller. Here is like the first sort of grass type model I've done. I've gone for, you can't really see it, but I've gone for a more realistic version here in using Quicksil Mixer, and I've used that as well for a couple more here. That's just a sofa that's probably for like one of the houses. This was the beginning bus shelter, but I think I've changed it a bit more to suit the game itself, so yeah.
Great. That's great now.
Hey, right, I'm Craig, I'm the modeller on this project, and for this project I've decided to mainly use Substance and Maya, which is what I'm more comfortable with. And as you can see from all these models up here, I've gone for more of an abandoned rustic vibe to them, using overlays and various other methods in Substance to achieve that result. And I feel when I finally put it all together in Unreal, it will look really nice together. I also managed to create a very simple yet effective modular rail system, almost using a bender form in Maya. So I have multiple versions of the rail ready for Unreal as well.
Good. That's good, yeah. And okay, Ronan, we've got your audio up here now.
Oh, yeah.
Hope it's actually playing.
We'll play it in a second. So basically, when I was looking at the audio, I had to break it down into 3 sections. There's interactive audio, which is everything the player will interact with, so footsteps, doors, buttons, anything like that. Then there's ambience, which is all the natural sounds and all of the locations, the town, the mine. So that was simple to do because I just had to think about what natural sounds you would hear. When it comes to the soundtrack, I had a lot more maneuverability with what I can do and how I can adapt the soundtracks. The town theme will change depending on what section that you are in the game. Each of the bosses has their own theme, all the locations have their own themes we play.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, that's when the miner sees you in the mine. So he has his own theme along with. I think the other ones were quiet to play, but